My people, my people. It's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are doing a live price update of BTC to the USD. I think there is a flood of money coming into the markets, and my goal is to help you profit as a result of the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, smash that like button, subscribe, join the money team, come on in. The doors are always open. This is our episode for today, so let's jump into it. Let's jump over to Coin Market Cap. Look at crypto market cap right now. We are sitting north of $3.5 trillion. I remember doing a video when we just hit 1 trillion. That was like huge in the market. Just for comparisons, if we want to look at what is the gold market in trillions? Like, basically, for comparison, because apples to apples, a dollar is a dollar, and that's one of the things that a lot of people compare to. How much is the gold value? Gold market was valued at 3.2 trillion, could reach 4.5 trillion. So essentially, I think this means we're at a parity with gold. Wow. You know what's funny? And this is just ad hoc right now, but right before, I remember I was in my room and I heard a commercial for Robinhood come on, and they have this gold standard that they're promoting on Robinhood, and it just stuck with me. They were like, the new gold standard has arrived, right? But Robinhood allows you to buy Bitcoin, and that's basically like and it stuck in my mind. It was like, ding! As soon as they said it, I was like, new gold standard. Why would they say that? But then now I jump on here, and I look at the market cap, and I'm like, Bitcoin has flipped gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all the way BTC. It's crypto. Bitcoin is still, I think, less than 2 trillion. Let's see, that's 3 up top. So the whole market is 3, but that's like the point of parity right there, So crypto has flipped gold, and now Robinhood is claiming a new, quote, gold standard has arrived that is DeFi, blockchain, and BTC is the granddaddy of them all. So let's jump into some of the market specifics. As I said, Bitcoin is sitting almost at 60% dominance. We haven't seen this, since 2017, 2016, when the first major altcoin rally started. Bitcoin has just been running hot as of late. If you recall, in yesterday's video, I told you when King Bobblehead, President Trump, I would say president-elect, but they done sworn him in now, when he spoke at the Bitcoin conference earlier this year, Bitcoin, I think, was at 60,000. Now it's up north of 100,000. So it almost doubled in the 6 months that he's advocated for blockchain technology. And you can see BTC, they used to have a lot better chart on here. BTC has basically taken market share from the other coins. I used to call this capitulation, to where you would think of it as a beating heart. And what Bitcoin is doing is it's absorbing, not only is it getting more water, energy from the outside, but essentially the other pools in the cryptoverse are losing their water to Bitcoin as well. So it's absorbing everything. It's receiving money from the outside and from the inside. And that often ebbs into a huge tidal wave that has to be dispelled throughout the rest of the cryptoverse. But in this sense, I think money is coming. It's about to flood from the outside in through BTC. And once Bitcoin goes up, it comes down, it goes into the altcoins. Then you get Ethereum, you get XRP, you get Solana, you get, the top 50 Pepe, like whatever you want, it's gonna be a flood, right? And that's why I say it's coming. It's coming. Just get ready. When we look at the year to date, top 100 on BTC, only 10, 15 coins in the entire top 100 outperformed Bitcoin. As I said, BTC had a monster rally. It was up almost, I think, 60, 70% year to date, which is very, very good when you sit north of $50,000. To go from 50 to 100, in just a few short months is magnificent, right? But I think, now that we do have a president in the Oval Office that has not only advocated for Bitcoin, but has also said specifically he wants to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. He wants to mine Bitcoin and stamp it made in USA. I say that's great. You know what I'm saying? It's about time, Uncle Sam, instead of just robbing everybody for their Bitcoin through these exchanges, you know what I'm saying? And quote, crime syndicates, quote, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm yet to meet, a crime lord that only accept crypto. Like most of the people that, I done came across that might have dabbled in something on that side, like chances are they didn't even know what Bitcoin was. They was still dealing in dollars. But, nonetheless, here we are. We have a new gold standard in DeFi, and we have coins that have greatly underperformed Bitcoin. What does that mean? That means once Bitcoin is done running, that money is gonna come downhill. Money flows downhill, right? And so when we look at BTC's chart, as I said earlier, I think this is 2024, right about there, is when Donald Trump spoke at Bitcoin's conference. It was about $60,000. Right now it's sitting north of 100. And year to date, this is crazy. I didn't even know it was that much. Bitcoin was down at 40,000. January, even in February 2024, this thing was down at 40,000. 2.5x in 1 year. 250% in a year. You're not gonna get that on Wall Street, but this thing just gave you one of the best financial performances of recent memory. Like the last one comparable is probably 2020 to 2021, which is crazy. And so now what I wanted to do is jump in on this chart and show you the different levels that we have built into it and what we can expect moving forward. And real quick, as I set this thing up right here, breakout to breakdown, and we move it here. Right? This is our first cycle. This was going back all the way from right before 2024, right? That's our first cycle. This is basically where the rubber meets the road. And as you can see, that 1.6, that was our huge support line. This is our macro support. As long as Bitcoin is above 50,000, it's going to want to continue to go higher, right? You can also see right here, this kind of tertiary area between that 2.2 and the 2.6. Just look at how that energy resonates. Like the Fibonacci is amazing when you throw it on top of the Boss method and prime numerology. Like it just talks. You don't even got to work on it. Just bam, put it on there. You know what I'm saying? Let the compass speak to you. You don't even have to look for the direction. Just let the numbers talk, right? And this is why I'm doing this video, because that's our first cycle, but that's just completed, from a year ago. What we got baked into this chart right now is another jump, because you see, not only did it have that first little jump, but then we had that one. And look at the exact same story being told. The candles are condensing between the 2.2 and the 2.4, And that's where we find ourselves currently, right? As long as Bitcoin stays north of this 1.6 right here, and it didn't even touch it. It's not even thinking about that. But I think that's going to be our sell-off after we run up. That's going to be like the over crash, because Bitcoin runs up like 100, 200%, and then crashes like 80%, within a very short time. I think that's going to be what we look to catch on after this monumental run. That hasn't even happened yet, right? But this thing is setting up to break 120,000 on its next breakout. It's crazy how positive this chart is right now, and it's going up to 150. Once it breaks through 120, then we go hit our head on a goalpost north of 150,000. So that's another 50% gain on top of 125% gain from the previous year. So this is the best asset in the world right now. It is the new gold standard. Countries will base their wealth on how much Bitcoin they have accumulated. And keep in mind, Uncle Sam is one of the top Bitcoin holders in the world. Don't let it fool you, So just because they don't openly advocate for Bitcoin on CNN and MSNBC and Bloomberg and all those CJB oligarchs, just listen, Uncle Sam, how much Bitcoin does the U.S. government own? And I think last time I did it, it was like 500 billion. But now, they got 200,000 Bitcoin, right? So they're sitting pretty. They're sitting very, very, very pretty right now. So once they start mining it, that 200 basically becomes a vault, and now we build a currency on top of the currency that we're actively accumulating. So it's set up very, very well for Bitcoin to be at the forefront of the conversation when you're talking about the new breadbasket of currencies. And if you're not familiar with what the BRICS is, BRICS, this is out right now. It's a new currency between Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America, Egypt. It's a fiat currency as it stands today, meaning it's based on nothing except for the people's willingness to accept it as value. That's what fiat means. Fake money, right? And right now it's still a fake money. Like all we got is fake money. Like you go to Wells Fargo, they ain't gonna sell you no Bitcoin. They gonna sell you a fake debt note with an interest rate and a signature on it. Did you know anytime you see a piece of paper and it got a signature on it that it's a contract? But guess what? When you see a US dollar bill, that ain't got your name on it. It got somebody else. That means somebody else owned the rights to the interest of that note. And that's not you, right? So we're trading slave notes for real equity in one of the best technological innovations to be bestowed upon humanity in recent memory. This is the internet of money. Bitcoin is smart money. They build in smart cities. They got smart cars, smart refrigerators. Well, guess what? Bitcoin is smart money, right? And as long as it got some green dead guy's face on it, it's dumb money, right? And Robin Hood done told you it's a new standard. You know what I'm saying? Raise your standards, change your values, change your worth. By definition, I want to end on this. Bitcoin hits record on Trump's inauguration day. Bitcoin set a new peak above 110,000 of them things. As Trump was sworn into office, as I said, it was a monumental day. That's one of the reasons I spoke, let you guys know about his little meme coin. Not saying it's a great investment, not saying it's even, a buy using the boss method right now, but all things being equal, it's hard to lose. You know what I'm saying? If you just put it on whatever that guy is advocating for, it is very difficult not to come out ahead, because he ain't, listen, he is biggest cheerleader in the world. You know what I'm saying? And he make a lot of people a lot of money. So if he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. And he got a lot of millionaires and billionaires supporting his ideas and his policies, including this one. Trump has positioned himself as a cryptocurrency champion, vowing moves such as establishing a Bitcoin stockpile. They already got that. 200,000 is a significant amount of Bitcoin. But that was accumulated through seizures, raids, and this, that, and the third. Like, he talking about going out and getting it in a free and fair market, and I applaud that. Since he was elected, Bitcoin has surged, I just showed you, more than 125, or no, since he was elected, 50%. They launched their meme coins. Those are still very, very early. The price is speculative at best, but that's what we're all here for. And U.S. stocks are still teetering. I haven't done a video on the stock market in so long, but it's basically running hot. We have the longest bull market in the history, I believe, of the world. How long is this bull market? I think we're going on 17 years. Like, when was the financial collapse? When was the last one? Because we recovered from COVID in like 3 months, so that don't even count. I want to say 2001. They had one in 2001 was .com, and then they had 2008 was the big one. That was the recession. We were supposed to double dip around 15 to 17. That didn't happen. And now, it's like, I remember Cliff High talked about it. He said he called it too. He was like, it's gonna be the roaring 20s. He was like, everything's gonna go up in the 20s. But towards the end of that term, that's when the bottom's gonna fall out. And so it'll be interesting to see, like, how long can NVIDIA keep making money? You know what I'm saying? How many microchips, can they keep producing? How many packages can Amazon Prime ship out to have Amazon, beat stock earnings? How much data can Facebook sell to make Wall Street happy? Like, these are the questions that they're asking. Like, it's literally an exhausted market. We're looking at hyper stagflation. What is stagflation? This is, and I know I misspelled it. That's my bad. But they know what I'm talking about. We're looking at hyper stagflation. Essentially, inflation rises while the value of the goods and services an economy produces stagnates. On top of unemployment rising, demand goes down, people don't have money, the money becomes devalued, and the companies don't produce anything novel. That's exactly where we at. Is where we've been since, 2015. Since Snapchat came out. Like, that was, now they got TikTok, but TikTok just a variation of Snapchat. Snapchat was really the last innovative platform. I'll say that. TikTok is just literally designed to make you spend time on it, as much time as possible and attention as possible. That's why I call it TikTok, because the more seconds and hours and days you waste scrolling through that device, the more money you make the enterprise. It's crazy how comical some of this stuff can be, but nonetheless, therein lies the opportunity. I believe a flood of money is coming. We have a new standard. Crypto has flipped the gold market. Nobody's talking about that. I just did. $3.5 trillion. And Bitcoin is well on its way. I think it has a chance to clip 2 trillion. I think right now Bitcoin is at 1 point. If we're at 1 point, we're at 3.5. Bitcoin is at 1.7. We could definitely break 2 in the early part of year one. And it'll be interesting to see, like, if this guy can really do what he says he's gonna do. And at this point in his life, I'm not betting against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know too many people, like, give him a position of power and you want to bet against him. Like, I don't know about that. If he say he gonna do what he gonna do, then we looking at 200,000 BTC. It's gonna double again. Right? So now Bitcoin's sitting at 3 trillion. Now Bitcoin has flipped gold. How long will that take? That is a question you need to be asking yourselves. And now we have a methodology to accumulate as much Bitcoin as fast as possible, especially when that money is running through them alts. And that is called the boss method. That's what I did better than anybody on YouTube. That is my gift to the world, and that is why I invite you to join me on my journey. I just make these little videos just to update you on the day-to-day, but once that wave comes downstream to the alts, oh, please believe is money to be made, and that's what I'm here for. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Arms.